So, The View, Joy Behar from The View. Of course, she has nothing good to say about Trump. Like, nothing. I don't know who watches them, but, that's the only ways I see The View is when I see him on, podcasts of people talking about him. But, you know, and, hey, Brett Cooper, actually, it's on Fox News now. I knew about that a couple of days ago, but this is the first time she's appearing on
Congresswoman AOC trading jabs online after AOC called for his impeachment. Trump responding on social media, go ahead and try impeaching me. Make my day.
So AOC doubling down, accusing the president of betraying the American people. And now The View's Joy Behar is chiming on that feud. Watch.
She said,
my observation of him is he really...
What do you mean?
Watch.
Take it out on whoever convinced you to betray the American people. To convince Trump to betray the American people and what now? On what ground? That's
my observation of him is he really doesn't really like strong women.
Right.
He likes dutiful, obedient women.
Well, he likes beautiful. That excludes you.
Who compliments him, I find. Even back in the day when I used to do jokes about his hair, but every male comedian did jokes about his hair, but he went after me in particular.
You ain't special. Trump goes after everybody, not just you. Yeah, Joy Behar would dream about being involved with Trump. Yeah. She could only dream about that.
All right, joining us for the first time as a Fox News contributor, Brett Cooper. Congratulations, Brett. We're so happy to have you in the family.
Thank you so much. I'm excited to be here.
Well, we are excited for you and excited for all of us, actually. All right, what is your reaction to Joy Behar's comment, this tip about...
They really just like looking around, and Kill Me was like, who's this? But I would like to see her on Greg Gutfeld or The Five one of this day, Ben's a female version of Ben Shapiro.
Impeachment with AOC.
Oh, gosh. Well, I just watched that and I was like, didn't Mark Cuban step into that trap like 6 months ago? Like, we already saw how that turned out. And I enjoyed her comments about the fact that Trump went after her specifically. And it's like, maybe it's not the fact that you're a woman, Joy, but it's just that you're Joy and he doesn't want to deal with you. Maybe it's less about you being a woman and just about who you are. But no, the accusation is completely ridiculous. Trump's entire administration.
Trump doesn't like strong women. So by Joy Behar saying that would, she's saying that she is a strong woman. And Melania Trump and all of them, that all the women that pro-Trumps, not to mention the MAGA movement, the MAGA women, they're not strong.
Is filled with strong, intelligent women.
Yeah.
And I think when I hear comments like that, my mind actually doesn't go to the women that he employs, but it goes to Melania. I mean, it's so offensive to say that about her when you've seen the incredible work that she has done, the books that she's written, the languages that she speaks, and the fact that she actively pushes back against him on a daily basis. And
who cares what the View is going to say? This is like I said, the only spotlight they're getting is when you guys are talking about them. Just like
They still have a great marriage. It's so offensive to say that about her, and it obviously shows that I don't think Joy knows very much about our president.
Yeah, take a look at all the women that he has hired in prominent positions that aren't taking instruction from him. They're hired to do their job, and they're empowered to do it. You also mentioned...
Well, Joy in The View is probably going to say that, if you look at it, all white, they got to complain about that. Tulsi is she's not pure white. I think she's mixed. Brooke Rollins, I don't know. But Kristen Noem, Karen Levitt, who cares?
Mark Cuban. Here's what he said on The View. Watch.
Oh, Mark.
Donald Trump, you never see him around strong, intelligent women.
No.
Ever. It's just that simple. They're intimidating to him. He doesn't like to be challenged by them. And, Nikki Haley will call him on his nonsense with reproductive rights and how he sees and treats and talks about women. I mean, he just can't have her around. It wouldn't work.
Brett?
I mean, it's ridiculous because the idea that he doesn't even surround himself with them in the first place is just completely baseless.
So, Brett, you have a successful podcast out there, and a lot of folks love to listen to your work. So it looks like...
I don't know. I mean, ever since that she left that comment section, like on YouTube, she dropped off. And I know she started her own podcast, Brett Cooper, but I kind of fell out. I mean, YouTube would not recommend her. Facebook would not recommend her. I don't see that on my page. Until like recently when I saw, Fox News was saying that she's going to be joining as a Fox News contributor. That's basically it.
Like the progressives now and the liberals are now trying to do the podcast space. And Bernie Sanders went on with Joe Rogan, but he tried to catch him in a gotcha. Here's a little bit of that.
We could talk about Elon, but he spent $270 million to elect Trump as president.
See how he's like independent now? So he's switching back and forth from a Democrat and independent. I guess you can do that.
Okay. I think that's absurd that any one person...
What's the most someone donated towards the Harris campaign?
They spent a lot of money on Harris as well.
They spent $1.5 billion just
combined
over the course of a couple of months.
You got it. All right, let me talk about it. So
Yeah,
I'm not here
let's
just to
talk
say
about
it's
that.
a Republican. That's my point here.
What did you make of that, Brett?
Oh, well, it's just so perfect. I don't think that Joe Rogan is somebody that you can really catch in a gotcha moment. I mean, he is so on it always with his guests. But, I mean, it's hypocritical, obviously, like you said. Kamala blew through $1.5 billion in just a few months. But also, I think we should speak about Bernie Sanders himself. In 2020, didn't he spend $50 million on his very unsuccessful campaign? And when he was campaigning for Kamala Harris, he was, racking in the benefits of all of that money. And all of the reports said that he refused to fly commercial. He wanted to only be on his private jets. And so obviously he had to benefit from all of those billionaires.
And Brett, he's on the oligarchy tour, the tour that I can't get enough of. I follow them around. It's almost like I feel like I'm like a deadhead for the oligarchy tour.
Oligarchy.
And he flies around all private for that.
Exactly. No, it is completely hypocritical. But that is the nature of them, unfortunately. They try to be very, very principled, but you can usually catch them in saying the quiet part out loud.
And do you feel as though we can finally say he's not running for president because he's 83 years old, right? Can we honestly say he's not running?
I think he's probably out. If he does again, it's like, sir, go back to Vermont. Like, nip the mittens. Like, focus on that. Like, really.
Go back to your summer home.
He might, just to probably raise some money. He's going to take that opportunity. He might, because who do you got on the Democratic side? AOC? Yeah, it was probably AOC, what they have in there. But the Democratic elite, they're not going to want AOC to be. I mean, they're already, the party's already in the huge decline and suicidal decline. Because they kept pushing all this leftist agenda, and now the guy in New York, Amandi, I don't know if I forgot his name, Zoran. Amandi, I don't know. Is that his last name? I gotta look it up. But anyway, yeah. So you're gonna see. Bernie Sanders being independent, he's not an independent. He's going to endorse a Democratic Party.
We're so excited to have you a part of the network, and especially with our young viewers as well. We know that you're going to bring a lot of folks in to watch Fox.
And put Lawrence on your podcast. That's what you're saying. That's why you're being so nice.
I did not say that.
That's what. Can you please book him?
I know, Brett. Tell the folks at home a little bit about yourself and how many viewers you have, or listeners, or watchers.
Oh gosh.
You'd be like, hey, you know who Ben Shapiro is? Yeah, I'm a female version of Ben Shapiro.
Self-promotion is hard, but I'm the host of The Brett Cooper Show on YouTube. I started at the Daily Wire with my show, The Comment Section, which over 3 years we amassed over 9 million followers across all platforms. And then I left at the end of last year and started my own endeavor. And we talk about politics and culture and everything in between, and we try to make sense of the world with a hefty dose of levity and fun, which is what I try to focus on.
We love that.
Yeah,
sounds good.
And you're very successful. Congratulations.
Right. Thanks, Brett.
Thank you so much. Happy to be here.
All right, soon she'll get good at self-promotion. It'll come soon. All right, thanks so much.
All right, so that's it. You know, congrats to Brett Cooper being an additional. So yes, like I said, Fox News is going to get more of that younger viewers. Yeah, they need more of that. You know, more younger viewers. All right, then I'll see you guys next time.